Welcome back, everyone. If you've noticed, there are a lot of breakout rooms listed. So I want to give you, we're going to go over some more logistics, but this is an important one because I know some of you got untimely ripped back from your rooms and you're like, it was just getting good. So I want to tell you a little bit about the breakout rooms that will be set up for you every day. So starting on Tuesday, yes, thank you. Yeah, Daniel, code switching 101. I was like, yeah, what's up? They're like, hello, everyone. Okay, so you'll have breakout rooms set out every day for the various things that you'll need to do. So if you come see us for office hours, and I'll talk about that in a minute when you go over the schedule, there'll be specific rooms for that where there will be TAs waiting to help you. We'll also have rooms set up for our specific activities during the day. But then you'll also notice on the bottom of the list, there's a few other things. So there are 3 hangout rooms. So anytime y'all have a break, if you want to go hang out in the room and talk to people, you can invite someone. Hey, let's go hang out. Let's go meet up in the hangout room. Everybody who studies, child and maternal health, let's go over there. Everybody who studies the environment. And I want to point out, we have a speaker coming in that does studies soil to the person who mentioned the environment. We have hangout rooms there. There's a special meeting room for our staff in case they need to go and take a nap. There's a speaker holding room when we have speakers come. There's a green room there. We'll talk about signing up to ask questions of the speaker, but you'll get to go hang out in the green room with the speaker before it starts, which is kind of cool. Then there's also our 90 seconds of fame room. So all of you should have gotten an email about being interviewed for 90 seconds for social media. That's purely optional, but most people love doing it. And, we tag your school so they know you're productive over the summer. So those are going to be at your disposal. You'll have lots of time to connect and meet people. We encourage you to do that. Set up times. As long as we're here, even the second week when there isn't as much programming, there will be rooms. You can come hang out here, meet with somebody, meet with a TA, whatever you want. All right, so that's the breakout rooms. Let's go through some other logistics. I will end with a lot of time for questions, okay? And don't worry, all this stuff I'm telling you, I will repeat again and again and again and again and again. That's part of my pedagogy. I repeat things. Okay, so reminder, Praxis-to-Power this weekend. I know it's a holiday weekend. Consider this vacation with us. So we're trying to get you to sort of get to know each other and also give you fuel for the journey. So that those nerves you're feeling, so what Rihanna calls your star power, that energy, so that things are going to be great. We want to take that and turn that into something positive these next 2 days. So let's go through our schedule, okay? We're going to walk through the schedule, and I'm going to do this every morning. We're going to talk about the day, but today we're going to go through the whole thing. So if Ella, can you go ahead and screen share for me so we have our schedule up? I am also going to drop a link to our schedule in the chat box for you all in the event that you would like to follow along on your own. Chat, there we go. All right, so I'm guessing Ella's having some difficulty. Merlin, can you go ahead and screen share? Oh wait, nope, somebody's doing it. Okay, wait, no. Okay, Ella to the rescue. Okay, scroll to the top, please, for us. All right, so this is the SICSS-Howard Mathematica 2022 site. That's important. Make sure you're not on the 2021 site or the 2020, which is empty because we canceled, okay? I'm sure all of you have taken a look at this before, but I'll just point to the various things in our little, traveling, I don't know what to call it, the travel bar there, so you can figure out where to travel. So there's the overview of our site. I'm just pointing to it. We don't need to go there. The application you all filled out. There's information on our vision, specifically how SICSS-Howard Mathematica differs from other sites. I suspect it connects to a lot of what you all talked about why you chose SICSS-Howard Mathematica. There's the pre-arrival tab there, which all of you have spent copious amounts of time on, okay? That's where the lecture videos are and the boot camp. Like I said, lots of time to catch up if you haven't had a chance to do that yet. The people section is awesome. There are pictures of all of you and all of your bios. So if you're like, that person that said that thing was interesting, you can go find them and figure out their name. Then we also have the schedule, which we're going to go over in a second. And I would encourage you to look at the in the news section. So we are, I would say, probably one of the most covered by news and such sites, period. We've been covered by in national news, in blogs, podcasts, and there are actually quite a few opportunities for you all to get involved with that. I'm a big fan of passing the mic, so keep an ear to the ground for opportunities for you all to write on behalf of our site or be interviewed for media. I love to do that. I love holding up our alums and current participants to the sun, so your work gets some attention. All right, but let's spend some time on the schedule. All right, so this weekend, Praxis-to-Power is a little bit different than the normal schedule. So we'll walk through that first, and then I'll give you a sense of what's to come every day during the first week, and then every day during the second week. So scroll down a little bit for me, Ella. Okay, so every day at the top of the page is that participant Zoom link. If you're all here, so it worked. There's also a link to that in Slack. Please do not share the information for our Zoom invites. We're trying to avoid Zoom bombing. We actually have a troll right now on Twitter, so we're trying very hard to make sure that this remains a safe and caring space. If you look around the room right now, these are the people that you will be with. This room will rarely swell to more than the size of us plus the speakers. It's very rare that this will be a larger space. So please hold those Zoom links close to your chest and make sure that you arrive with your name so we know to let you in. If for some reason you need to use a phone, send me an email. We'll go over that in a minute. Or also you can write me directly on Slack, and we'll make sure once you're added, we change it to your name if you have to use your phone. All right, so Praxis-to-Power today, 10 to 11:45. I'm a huge fan of giving you back time. Any day I can go, well, I have nothing else to say. You got 25 minutes. I will do that. Okay. It's summer. It sounds like some of y'all are in warm places, and I want y'all to not get pale. I was living in New Hampshire. I was getting pale, so I'm trying to get my color back. So after that, we've got a break. When we have those breaks before lunch, our hope is that you will grab some lunch and return for our what we call either our bite-sized lunchtime talks or panel discussions. So those are intended to be chats while you chew. So actively chew in, order pizza, have some spaghetti, whatever you need to do. Please feel free to be a human being during those sessions. So the first one of those today, to get you warmed up. So I told you with all of our speakers, lunchtime and guest speakers and plenary, et cetera, you all will be able to sign up to ask questions. But we wanted to give you training wheels this weekend. So we did not expect you to prepare today. We just want you to sort of understand expectations. So today we'll have a personal experiences of African Americans in the Academy talk. So I will moderate these conversations. I will have initial questions, and then we'll go through the questions of people that have signed up. And then after that, it's open and anybody can ask questions when we do those sessions. So if you look today, we have a pretty impressive group. So I mentioned we have a person that does environmental stuff. That's Carter Clinton. Sandra and Chanel are new assistant professors. And if you haven't noticed, William Spriggs is kind of a big deal, chief economist for the AFL-CIO. He also was appointed by, I believe, President Obama to a high-level position at the Labor Department. So the 17 of you are going to be hanging out with these 4 people. That's the level of engagement that you'll have every day and in all of our activities. So it'll be small groups and stuff. I won't be talking very much. So I'll be moderating that today. Then you have another break, 15 minutes. After that, we have a live author Q&A. So the authors of Black Faces in High Places, who are also the authors of Black Faces in White Spaces, will be joining us today. So I'll try to finish up a little early. So if you haven't had a chance to look at that video, you can set it on 1.75 or 2 and listen to it really fast and come up with some questions. So I will start us off with questions for them, but you'll have a chance to pose questions as well. When we hit that point, we'll do raised hands and such. I don't know, there's someone in the waiting room, but I don't recognize that name, so we're going to leave them there. Okay, so that's going to be a fun talk. If you've never talked one-on-one with a Rhodes Scholar, you'll have a chance to do that. Randall Pinkett is a Rhodes Scholar, academic All-American, and also won The Apprentice. He's the first Black person to win The Apprentice, if you don't recognize his name. Also the Chief Executive Officer of BCT Partners. Jeffrey Robinson is a phenomenal advisor to companies as well as a faculty member at Rutgers. So, and you're welcome. If you happen to arrive in this space and you're not the person that watched the video, you're welcome to ask them questions about their career trajectory or anything that sparks you from hearing them talk. We will have folks sign up for sessions so that there's always at least 1 or 2 people in the room who have seen it. That spreads the work across all of us. So if you have a bad day and you sleep right up until you see us in the morning and then sleep for every 15 minutes in the break, you can, we're not in a space where you'll be able to disappear and totally coast, but there will be the ability for folks to carry others who need a little bit of space on a day. Okay, so that's going to happen today. So again, these are training wheels to get you used to the format and what our Q&A looks like. I would encourage you all to be bold and excited about asking questions. This is a very safe space. Nobody's gonna gotcha like, wait, we don't understand sociological, theoretical, quantitative. This is quantitative, qualitative, softball questions, whatever you got. Like, these people are here because they want to love and support you. Okay. All right. So 2:15 to 2:30 break. And then after that is our R workshop with the amazing Evan. I'm calling him our Jedi Master, and his Padawan Jose, who's in my program. They will be teaching you R. I would encourage, whether you are an R juggernaut and use it in your sleep, or you're like, R, what's that? To attend. I think it's a great space for community to be built. If you're a bit ahead, you can help people. That'll also actually help you, for those of you who are thinking about becoming faculty at some point. There's no better way to learn things than to teach. So I would encourage everyone to be in that space. If you find after the first day that you're all good, totally fine for folks to tap out the second day. But I would encourage you to attend the first day. And in particular, because every one of these things have been put together with love and care and thoughtfulness for your experiences. Evan is the person I call when I'm like, I'm scared, like, I don't understand this. That's Evan. He's from Lansing, Michigan. Somebody I know out there is in Michigan. I know you hold up the hand. He's in Michigan here somewhere. So I would go spend some time with Evan and Jose today. And if you have not already, there is something in Slack that you were asked to do. If you arrive not having done it, that's fine, but it'd be great if you spend a little time on that. And again, I will try to give as much time back to you as I can, so you have some time before we start. All right, so that's today. So tomorrow, let's look at Sunday. So Sunday is a little bit lighter. So we've got your Zoom links on the top there again. It's Juneteenth, trying to be a good person and give you a little time. So we have every morning we huddle and catch up. So that's going to be a great space tomorrow morning. We have an hour to ask questions, check in. If something's not working on Slack or Zoom, or you need something, we'll have that hour in the morning. I'll go over the day's activities. We'll revisit the schedule again, and we'll have time to just connect. We'll have that every morning. After that, we have a funded alumni research and progress panel from 11 to 12. So this is super important. So I put this first because I think it's important for there to be a big picture discussion and looking at what the end will look like. So at the end of this, if you have come up with an individual or group project, we're the only site that allows this and provides funding, individual projects. Well, we're the only site that provides funding only for our participants. The main site, you can apply for funding there too. These are people that founded projects during our institute last year, or came with a project and convinced a few people to go along with them. And they're going to present on what they did, how they got their funding. Well, they already did that. There are videos for all of these groups. So if you look, we have pre-recorded videos for everything, starting on Sunday all the way to the end of the institute. So you all, again, will sign up, go back up. Don't scroll down yet, Ella. Thank you. Scroll up, scroll up. Keep scrolling, keep scrolling. Thank you, right there. Started Sunday. Keep going, Sunday. Keep going. Put Sunday at the top, right there. Okay, cool. All right, so all of these folks have received funding. They've continued their projects outside of SICSS. Some of them got funding from the main umbrella site, so that's the SICSS overall organization, in addition to getting funding from us. Some of them are in the process of applying for other funding or IRB. So these are folks that were exactly where you were last year. So they will be joining us and are excited to hear questions from you all about their projects. So I will, at the end of the day today, and Merlin, please put this on our list, send you all the hyperlink to sign up to ask questions at different talks. Tomorrow, this one is another one where training wheels. You don't have to. We're not signing people up, but I would encourage you to watch at least one of the videos, and maybe come with some questions. So we have a wide range of backgrounds and experiences here, from current faculty members to people who are junior in their career, interdisciplinary groups. So I would take a look at these videos tonight and come with some questions tomorrow. There's also a blog post there about announcing the funding for all of these folks. And again, there are going to be lots of opportunities for you all to blog with us for the site. So let's scroll down, please, past this talk, Ella. Keep going. You can get 12 at the top of the page. Okay, so so tomorrow I said we're going to give you a little bit more space. It is Father's Day. It is Black Father's Day. So from 12 to 2, if you have not had a chance to watch the lecture videos, there are 5 sets of lecture videos. I think the longest is 40 minutes, but most of them are 25. It's meant to be fun. It's not meant to be tedious. If you have not had a chance to watch the lecture videos, I would encourage you to do that during that time. If you've done that and you've done the boot camp you only need to do if you need it, the coding boot camp. There's other things for you to do, so you can get to know SICSS in general and also our particular planning team. So there's a video there that is a interview I did with Chris Bale and Matt Salgonic on SICSS hitting its 5-year anniversary last year. What motivated them to do this. There's also video interviews, both personal and professional, of all of our faculty sponsors. So Terry Adams, Nicole Jenkins, Amy Yeboah-Kwarkame, who are all faculty at Howard. There's also videos on our 2 planning committee members. So Calvin Hadley, who is a PhD student at Howard, and also, love this, he's also a strategic advisor to the president of Howard University. Super cool. Then Akira Bell, who is the Vice President, Chief Information Officer from Mathematica, so you can learn about her as well. If you're thinking about or interested in a career outside of academe, and if Mathematica looks interesting, definitely want to watch that video. There's going to be a roundtable with those folks in the next couple weeks. There's also some videos under the Changing the Game section. So there's stuff about our origin story, a blog that was written about us, all of our blogs, the 9 blogs we published last year under the rubric of the future of computational social sciences Black, with all of our event assistants, an op-ed from the president of Howard and the president of Mathematica. You'll actually see the provost on Monday night, again in a small space. There information on Black and AI when they came to visit with us, their origin story, lots of great stuff here. So if you've already done some of all the background stuff, here's a way to get to know some of the things that motivate our site. And then we'll finish off again with that R workshop with our Jedi Master Evan and his Padawan Jose. If you felt like the session on today was you were fine, you may want to think about skipping that. But again, I'd encourage you to be present and support your colleagues. You know, we've all been in that space where one person is having difficulty with installing because of something with their computer, and without some extra hands, they may fall behind. And if we have folks in the room who are a little bit more advanced, it means, like the plan is here, we all sort of move forward together. All right, so that covers Praxis-to-Power, our pre-institute. So I'm going to give you the big picture on Monday, and then it's a rinse and repeat after that. And again, I mentioned I'll go over our daily schedule every morning, excuse me, and I'll also go over the next day's schedule every evening before we leave, with the exception of tonight because you've got your workshop. So Monday, let's scroll up, Ella, and get Monday to the top of the page. Thank you. So at the beginning of the day, every day during week 1, all of your pre-arrival videos and corresponding slides are linked at the top. We have also created takeaway sheets that cover the content from those things and the textbook for the time period for each day. So if you need a refresher takeaway sheet, if you haven't had time takeaway sheet, we're the only site that provides that. If you have time, watch videos, corresponding slides, okay? And everybody's going to arrive in the space with different goals. Maybe at the end of this, your only goal is the big picture, understanding this in a theoretical way, or maybe you want to, you know, start to feel comfortable with R, or maybe you want to dive into one of these different techniques. I will start to encourage you as we move forward to think about your personal intentions, what you want to get out of this. Because I think we all know when you arrive in a space and you don't have intentions, other people come up with ideas for you. It's just like, oh, yeah, you know, there's always a committee or something for one of us, right? So if you don't walk in with your ideas in mind of what you want, you'll end up in somewhere else. So I'll start to ask you to think about your intentions as we move forward together. All right, so participant Zoom links are there. Every morning, week 1, 10 to 10:30, Institute Introduction Logistics. We hang out, we talk, we center ourselves. We'll usually have somebody appear to do a quick inspirational minute with us during that session at the end, and then we'll jump into some sort of small group discussion or exercise. Our exercises for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are already posted. We're working on Thursday and Friday right now. We are actually updating and making all of the general assignments that SICSS offers particular to anti-Black racism and inequity. We want to see Black people in these assignments. And last year we just did the normal curriculum, and this year we're doing a Howard-based US curriculum. After that, you've got a break. Again, same thing every day. Then 12 to 1, you have getting the most out of your SICSS-Howard Mathematica experience. More of our alums coming back to talk to you about what they did and what they've done since, and how to get the, how to, soak everything up here. So you'll have a chance to sign up and ask questions of them if you're interested. But again, and if you don't sign up, you will be expected to sign up for a certain number of each of our types. So our lunchtime talks, our guest speakers, and also our panels. Don't worry, you don't have to remember any of this. I'll send you documents. But you can always show up and just ask questions too. After that, we've got a break. Then we have our introduction to our group exercise. You're seeing a lot of exercises, a lot of group work, hanging out with people. Every day it'll be a different group of people. Then we'll discuss the case study in small groups. Then the whole group will debrief. Then we'll debrief in logistics. Then I'll introduce a project that you'll work on that's very site specific on Friday. Then you'll have a break. Then we'll have our official kickoff with the provost. You will be hanging out in the room with the provost of Howard University. He is a medical doctor and just incredible human being, along with Amy Yubo-Kwarkame, who's one of our faculty sponsors. So we'll end at 5:30. That's going to be somewhat unusual. We usually end before that. But that's what a Monday looks like. So a Tuesday is same thing. Come, we talk in the morning. We go over logistics. We introduce an exercise. You go to group rooms. You work on the exercise. You come back. We have a talk at lunchtime. After that, you have another break. You come back. We debrief or talk, and then we send you on your way. So it's a whole lot of interaction. Like I said, we had almost 100% attendance every day last summer because we keep it exciting, interesting, and there's a lot of engagement. All right, so you can stop screen sharing for me there, Ella. So again, like I said, I wanted to leave us some time for questions. And I'm very much so into starting and ending on time. So if that means I need to squeeze in some more of these logistics tomorrow to make sure you have a break, I will do that. I will tell you we have, let's see, all right. What else can I give you before we go? What is this? Okay. All right. So I'm going to give you a few more things to work on while ahead of our break. And then we'll move some more of these logistics to tomorrow. All right. So keeping an eye on time. All right. So you all received the checklist from me via email. We're going to try not to send you emails. Everything should be on Slack. But there's a few things you should have done. If you have not done those things yet, or you need help with those things, come see us. I'm going to stick around during this 15 minutes when you have a break, and I'm happy to answer questions. And any questions you ask me, I will report back to the full group so everybody has the benefit of questions. But there is a checklist that you're meant to do. This is also something I want to get you aware of that we're going to do every day. And this is probably where I'm going to stop, is we do what we call a daily pulse survey. So at the end of every day, we will give you this survey with the goal of you telling us what you like, what you don't, and what you might want us to keep or change. It's called Keep, Start, Stop. So I'm going to give that to you all now. Sometime between now and before you go to sleep, please fill that out. What went well, that's keep. What do you want us to start? And what do we need to stop? Like, oh my God, Nanette, if you could stop talking so fast, that's not going to happen. But I can try to enunciate. So keep, start, stop, and then anything you want us to add. So we'll do this every day. So if you want to work on that over your break or later tonight, that's totally fine. So I want to give you your break. So like I said, I'm happy to stick around. I'm going to hold our other remaining logistical things until later. So you have a 15-minute break, which means we're going to halt the video now. So we're going to go ahead and stop recording. You're welcome to stick around. You're welcome to go to one of the little breakout rooms and talk to somebody. Maybe there's somebody you're like, I really need to talk to them. Or, you know, and I will say, hey, we're ready to come back when it's time to come back. So enjoy your 15-minute break. And when you come back, we will have our first panel. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed your break. I expect to see people chewing, drinking things, looking refreshed as if they took the dog for a walk. We're going to do a few more logistical items while we wait for our last speaker to arrive. We try our best to start on time, but obviously don't want to start without the entertainment. All right, so I dropped the background slide in the chat box for you. There is a hyperlink and there's also the file. So if you would like, totally up to you. Not everybody has the ability to put the slide up. I did not have a green screen for quite a while. So when I try and do it, it would look like part of the SICSS logo was over my face. So if you'd like to put up the background, you're welcome to, don't have to, but you have it now, it's now yours. I want to request that when we do the panels, that everybody turn cameras off so you disappear when we first start the Q&A. And then what we'll do is we'll ask you to turn your camera on when your hands are up for questions. And we'll spotlight the person that's asking the questions alongside the speakers. So, you know, if you need that perfect picture with you and the head of the AFL-CIO, well, excuse me, the head of chief economist, you can get that picture if you ask a question. All right, so we'll ask you to turn off your cameras. I'll remind you when we go to Q&A again, we'll have you turn on your camera and we'll spotlight you. But for now, please leave your cameras on. It'll be nice for them to see you all when they come in the room. We generally need to reset for these things pretty quickly, so you'll see me do the cool code switch thing. We'll have like, and I'll do the introduction again. And I'll usually count it down before we do that. Again, we haven't started yet because we're waiting for one of our speakers. So this is a great time for me to share our consent form with you. So if everyone could take a look and fill this out, I just use the exact same language that the main site uses. It sounds hella legal, but I don't know what half the stuff means. It just means, can we, you know, post these videos with you in them? Are we able to include you when we quote things for Twitter? If we quote you, we will always check in first, by the way. And if you do not want to be shouted out on social media or have a video of you put up anywhere besides on our site, because we're open source, so everything that we do together, we make public so that everyone, everywhere can learn alongside us. But please go ahead and fill out that consent form. I will make sure we leave lots of time for questions, or if you do not check one of the boxes or you write something on the end, I will follow up with you directly about it. Okay, so you just need to check boxes. If you have any questions or anything and you can't check one for some reason, we can talk about it and you can check it later or not check it. It's really not a big deal. So, oh, it looks like our speaker is here. Give me 1 second. So yes, everything is recorded. So we'd like you to fill out that consent form. So we're going to take a couple minutes. I need to get our speaker acclimated and then we'll get started. So feel free to take a couple more minutes break. Keep your audio on because when we start, we're going to jump right in. It would, again, be great for them to be able to see all your beautiful faces. All right. So everybody take a break for a few minutes and then we'll get started. Welcome back, everyone. We're just going to do some quick logistics before you head to your first day R workshop. I want to make sure you have everything you need headed into the evening. Once you finish up with R, you are done with us. I will remain here in the main room. So if you have questions, you're welcome to stick around and ask me questions. And I'll probably be here after the R workshop, honestly. Like I have to be here to shut it down. So if you have questions, you're welcome to come back and talk to me afterwards too. But some quick logistics. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say, look at your checklist, now is a great time to tell me. It's in your email. I'm also happy to put it on Slack, but it consists of reminding you to install R, make sure you're set up for Zoom, create a GitHub account, a reminder that we will be only communicating with you over Slack unless it's a really long message, then I'll send you an email. But we're trying to keep everything in Slack. We're hoping at this point you finished your SICSS coding bootcamp and read Matt's book. If you have not, you'll have some time tomorrow. I'd recommend starting with the summaries and reading our takeaway sheets if you have not picked up the textbook yet. It's a great read. If you have not watched our lecture videos, you're meant to watch the lecture videos before the day starts. So you should be thinking about those Monday lecture videos if you haven't watched them yet, reading the takeaway sheet and stuff for Monday, okay? After that, there's our exclusive content too. We have exclusive content for our site. I mentioned that you can sign up to meet with our speakers in office hours and also ask questions. I think I actually sent you all that document last night. So I will post it on Slack tonight. Merlin, can you put that on our list? I will post it on Slack tonight so you all have it because I want to get you to your workshop. I recommend that if you haven't had a chance that you look at your amazing classmates. So there's some incredible PhD students, junior faculty, and postdocs, or as I will call you all now, participants, students. We all take a learning posture. If no matter what is on your business card, you are allowed to be a student in this space, no matter your age, experience. We're all students. Everybody's on the same level, okay? I recommend you spend some time looking at your classmates under the people section of our website. Review the materials. This is all our checklist. Make sure you understand and Slack is working. If it's not, come see us. We're happy to help. Hopefully you've been getting emails from me occasionally, probably only like 3. But if you're not, talk to me and we can add another email address. By now, I hope you're following us on social media. We're definitely following you if you gave us your information. Yeah, and everything else can kind of wait to tomorrow. We're going to do a group picture, but I think we're missing one person right now. So we're going to try and do our group picture when we got everybody. We'll do that tomorrow. But I'm here and I'm happy to hang out and answer questions after your workshop, or for those who want to go spend some time in the workshop and want to dip out, I'll be here. So the rooms are open. So your workshop room is the last one. It's our workshop for day 1. Evan and Jose are waiting for you. If at any point you want to step out, you need a break. All the other rooms are open also. Oh, everyone's here. Oh, okay, we got to take a photo. Okay, I just got confirmation that everyone is here. Okay, so please, everyone, turn on your camera. We're going to remove the spotlight. TAs, please keep your screens off for now. Your videos, will add you in when we do the giant picture at the end, because we want to make sure we get all of the TAs. There's some that aren't here right now. I don't know that I can get everybody on one screen. Oh, crap. Merlin, can you get everyone on one screen? You can't? Okay, so we're all going to smile. All right, everybody, wait. Okay, Christina can't start a video. Hold on. Wait. Christina, how about now? Christina's on. Okay, we got everybody. Okay. I want to make sure everybody's got good light. Okay, everybody's got good light. Important that people go. Okay, so I'm gonna do 3, 2, 1, and we're all gonna smile. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I've been told to hang on. Keep smiling. Keep smiling. Keep smiling. Your best power pose. 3, 2, 1. Look at academic. I'm thinking about things. I'm talking to students. I'm steepling. 3, 2, 1. All right, go to your workshop. I'll be here. Have fun. Fun. Thank you all for watching. For more information on SICSS-Howard Mathematica, visit our website, follow us on social media, and join our email list.